and Quentin R. Giles, who is a political commentator in Texas. Gentlemen, thank you both for joining us here on LX and spending your election night with us. And I want to jump right in. The youth vote, youth turnout. We hear it from all the politicians. Young people are the future, and we are the future. And that's why I want to ask you, because when I've been talking to young voters during this campaign, one of the things that they said that they want to see is they want to see more of us in politics, in office. So Quentin, I'll start with you. What role would you like to see millennials and Gen Z voters in the future take when it comes to politics?
Thank you for having me. I would like to see us take every position, more specifically like our state legislatures. I think those are very powerful positions. For so long, we've predominantly focused on the presidential election and the Senates and the Congress. But that state legislature is very powerful. Those state governors are very powerful. And so I am encouraged by the amount of young folks that have gotten out and have voted based on what they believe and what they think, not just on what their parents or maybe their teachers have told them over the years, but actually taking the time to investigate these candidates and are voting. And so I think that this is definitely going to create a new class of political leadership, and I am super excited to see where it goes.
What's going on in this country and how can we fix it? What are some of the solutions that you guys would like to see when it comes to the divisiveness and maybe bringing voters and people from different political parties together in terms of a common goal?
Yeah, it definitely starts with a conversation. I think that, especially young people, we are moving in a way to where we can differ based on ideologies and still hold scars and wounds that were never healed to begin with. And so I'm a person, and I know a lot of people that I associate with, we are people who are okay with civil discourse and different ideologies as long as it's not rooted in our oppression. And so I think if we are able to start having honest and truthful conversations about things that really affect us and not be dismissive just because certain issues don't affect let's just say the opposite side or the person next to you, but really having an open ear. And I keep coming back to empathy because that allows you to at least take in what the other person is saying. I think when we can have those conversations that are not dismissive, whether an agreement is reached at the end of the conversation or not, I think when people are heard, and people's experiences are validated, then you lay a good foundation to start building common ground on other things that you agree on, all while knowing you will still disagree on other things.
Quentin Giles, who have been with us for the past, what is it, guys, about an hour and a half? It doesn't matter. We're conversating, right? I just made that word up, I think. Anyway, as we are following what's going on through the night, again, as everyone at LX has been talking about, people at NBC News have been talking about, we might not know this for a while. Noah's been talking about this as well. As the night is progressing, I want to check back in with you two and ask, is there anything that has been surprising you now from when we earlier checked in? I know Texas, when we chatted before, was one of the things that you both kind of had a consensus on. Anything else as we're seeing some of these Senate races that are progressing, surprising you in these races that are, starting to get resolved? And Quentin, I'll start with you.
Yeah, I don't know if anything is surprising. I'll say there's a little bit of disappointment. I'm looking, all of my contacts, we're talking about the South Carolina race with Jamie Harrison and Lindsey Graham. Jamie Harrison, awesome candidate, but didn't quite make it. So it was always a long shot, but it was also always in reach as well. One thing that we're now looking at is Iowa. Because right now the incumbent Republican senator is trailing in the polls. And so that might be something that we're keeping an eye on. But as far as the map goes, it's pretty much turning into the 2016 map for the presidential election. And so we're still going to be looking at those key swing states, your Michigan, your Pennsylvania, your Wisconsin, which they have all come out and said we really won't know their results tonight. So yeah, it's kind of status quo. So just breathe, everyone. We still have some ways to go.
So that's a good advice for everyone, to just breathe. I feel like everybody right now is really needed that advice, Quentin, no matter what political affiliation you're with.